Hey everyone, so before I start this review, I wanted to let all of you know that I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. There have been two major things happening for me that have really gotten in the way. I, of course, made a short film, which took up most of my time for the last month, and also I just graduated high school. I'm done. I am done with that shit, and I am glad to be. And not just that, I'll be honest, I've been feeling really burnt out recently. Not from YouTube, just from life in general. So I've been very lazy, and I'm sorry. I love doing this. I love making reviews for you guys. There are 70 of you now, which is just amazing. That is so awesome. Never, ever fucking thought I'd be doing this. In general, so it's just crazy to me that I actually have a little bit of a following. But I just want to thank you all, and I hope you guys enjoy the next two reviews that I'm going to be doing. Right now, A Quiet Place Part 2, and then later, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, so please look out for those. Now on to the review. A Quiet Place Part 2 is directed by John Krasinski and stars Emily Blunt, some other kid, another kid, and other people. I'm just not good with names. The actors' names will of course be in the description. Go show them love by just watching the fucking movie. But I was insanely excited for this because first off, if you guys didn't know, before the pandemic started, I was supposed to go to a screening for this film. The Friday the pandemic hit, and I was actually on my way to the theater when it was canceled. So that is incredible. But I got to see it. It's done, and I fucking love this movie. And let's just say it is a masterfully crafted horror movie. Every single scene counts. Every single scene is intense, and not just because it's intense for the sake of being intense. You love these characters. You really adore their motivations. They all have very unique characteristics to them, and they have some amazing character arcs, and that is due to the horror movie script, which a lot of these days horror movie scripts are not always that great, but this one really killed it, especially with all the story elements and everything like that. I was rooting for every single character, and I was a little worried, and my friend Patrick Burrow didn't really like this movie that much, and it's because he said that he just didn't feel like the family dynamic is there. He's correct. The family dynamic isn't necessarily there because the family is split up for most of the movie, but the way they intercut scenes and certain subplots together, it still made me feel like their motivations were very clear, and that overall they were doing what they were doing for their family. So therefore it provided the family dynamic in that aspect alone, and it made for some very incredible, very intense sequences. And not just that, the fact that you already care about this family so much really helps, and the fact that the decisions they make, the things they do, are for the people they love also really helps. And the fact that they're split up actually makes it more scary to me. Another comment that Patrick said is that he didn't feel like the movie had a lot of tension because they knew how to kill the monsters. I don't agree, especially since they follow the rules of their world so fucking well that it doesn't matter if they kill one of them. There are so many more, and it plays by that very nicely, and I really do think this movie does it in such a great job, and that's how well crafted it is, because it is tense throughout the entire thing. I loved every single second of it. Now let's get on to the bad. Absolutely fucking nothing. I love this movie. I think it is near perfection for a horror movie. And with all of that being said, I'm going to give A Quiet Place Part 2 an A+. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and look out for my Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It review. Oh, and I'm going to be shouting out my friend Patrick Burrow, because what a fucking man. I love him to death. Please go subscribe to him. But until then, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye. That was like a Markiplier. Fuck.